ever wondered how ancient societies actually managed to organize themselves? You know, why some names just carry so much weight in history? Well, today we're diving deep into something pretty foundational. We're exploring the really rich heritage of the DIREED clan. They're a key part of the Somali family.
A major confederation.
Exactly. A huge group in the Horn of Africa, and their history goes back centuries, just countless generations. So our mission today, to sort of unpack their historical, their cultural legacy. We're talking unique legal systems, powerful ancient kingdoms. And the name Deer itself is interesting. It suggests bravery, right? And this really ancient, deep lineage.
It really does. And this dive, I think, will really highlight just how deeply intertwined history, culture, and, well, governance can be, all within a single lineage. What's fascinating here, I find, is the sheer breadth of their influence and the sophistication, really, of their societal structures way back when.
Okay, let's unpack that. So the DIREED clan, it actually traces its roots back to 4 main branches.
That's right. Stemming from the 4 sons of the progenitor, O'Day Deer, you have Madalug, Madaxwain, Maha, and Madubi Deer.
Right. And that kind of core genealogy, that's incredibly significant, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And if you connect that to the bigger picture, well, it starts to explain why you find DIREED descendants spread so widely. You see them across the entire Horn of Africa, Somalia, Ethiopia, Djibouti. You even find communities in Kenya.
Wow.
It really speaks to a very ancient and, frankly, very successful expansion. Suggests they were highly adaptive, resilient right from the start.
Okay, here's where I think it gets really compelling. Their legal heritage. You mentioned sophisticated structures. One huge part is this ancient judicial system called Exier Aaji. Now, we often think of ancient law as, I don't know, maybe simple rules, but this sounds like it was much more.
It absolutely was. That's a really crucial point. Exier Aaji wasn't just some static code written down somewhere. It was more of a foundational, mostly oral tradition, customary law, negotiated, upheld by community elders.
Okay, oral tradition.
Interesting. And what makes it quite remarkable is its nature. It was decentralized, very adaptive. The emphasis was often on reconciliation, on restitution.
Rather than just punishment.
Exactly. Rather than purely punitive measures. It was like a guiding principle. And from it, many specific subcodes, tailored codes, emerged for individual clans over hundreds of years.
So it wasn't just one size fits all.
Not at all. Think about the timeline here. It's incredible. You have Exier Gadabursi emerging way back in the 1200s. Then Exier Isaac in the 1300s. Sir Binimal follows in the 1400s, Exier Sis in the 1500s, and even later you see reforms, like with Exier Suradir in the 1700s.
That's an 800-year span of legal development.
Precisely. It's not just a list of dates. It shows this incredible, long-standing commitment to justice, a really sophisticated form of social administration that kept evolving.
Okay, so they had this foundational legal thinking, this Exier Aaji that then branched out. How did that translate into their wider cultural impact? You mentioned they spread out. Many DIREED clans I read live on borderlands, fluent in multiple languages like Somali and Oromo.
Yes, that's a key aspect. They really acted as cultural bridges.
Okay.
And this spirit of, let's call it cultural blending, it's really clear in some groups. Take the Akisho clan, for instance. They're also known by names like Gur or Gugur, which means merchant.
Merchant, okay.
And the name Akisho itself, it's actually an Oromo term. It means the fat one, likely reflecting prosperity or status.
Ah, interesting.
And they've deeply intermingled with the Oromo people, another major Cushitic group. You find them in areas like Nagili and Aftir in Ethiopia. It just shows this long, fascinating history of shared identity interaction.
Right. And then there were others who really forged their own political path, weren't there? Like the Jarso clan.
Ah, yes, the Jarso. They're notable because they were, as far as we know, the first Somali clan to establish a proper sultanate. An Islamic state, basically.
The Jarso Sultanate.
Exactly. And it wasn't small. It governed huge territories in what's now Ethiopia. They were also known for some fierce battles against historical Ethiopian rulers, the Habesha governments. And they even developed their own specific legal code, the Zerka Jurso.
So they adapted the broader Exier principles to their own specific state structure.
Precisely. It shows that adaptability again. But this expansion and influence, it wasn't always smooth sailing.
Right. There were challenges, too.
Definitely. You look at the Wardi clan, for example. They originally came from the Wamo region, down in the lower and middle Juba. Very fertile land, rich in resources.
Sounds ideal.
It was. But their history also tells a story of significant upheaval, displacement, loss of land due to past conflicts. It's a reminder, really, that even these ancient, seemingly prosperous communities faced huge challenges. And, many heroes emerged fighting to reclaim their rights, their heritage.
A complex history, then, not just about success, but also resilience through hardship.
Absolutely. And you see other kinds of connections, too, like the Gar clan.
Okay, what's their story?
Well, their origin story is quite interesting. It intertwines a figure named Sheekeynayo with another ancestor, Ode Toof, formed through an ancient marriage bond, essentially. And they have close connections with other groups like the Rex and Wayne and the Branta communities. It just highlights more layers of these interclan relations and shared histories across the region.
It really paints a picture of a vast, interconnected web.
It does. So, what we've really seen today is that the DIREED story, it's this incredibly vast, deep well of history, from pioneering these really sophisticated, adaptable justice systems centuries ago.
Exier Aaji, yeah.
Right, to establishing powerful sultanates like the Jarso,
Yeah.
and just profoundly shaping cultural integration right across the Horn of Africa.
It really is a powerful testament, isn't it? To the enduring influence of lineage, of community. This dive into the DIREED clan, it just shows you these intricate layers, the rich tapestry of history in that region. So for you, our listener, maybe here's a final thought to chew on. What practical lessons, if any, can these ancient, enduring legal systems like Exier Aaji, with their focus on adaptation and reconciliation, what can they maybe offer us today? When we think about resolving conflicts, building robust communities that can actually last, especially in our own rapidly changing world, something to consider.
Go ahead, brother.